Hello, hello, hello. How are you guys doing today? Happy Saturday. Okay, I'm getting started a little late on the vlog tonight. It is currently, let's do a little time and temperature check. It's currently 7:06 p.m. on this very cold Saturday evening. It's very cold even inside the house, and I have the heat set to 73, which I think is the highest that we've had it set all winter long. It didn't seem super cold outside today. I went outside a couple times. I went outside to talk to my neighbor, and I went outside to get the mail, and it didn't seem super cold, but it has been like drafty in this house. This house has been drafty, so I'm kind of interested to see what the temperature is in Indianapolis. Let's look it up. Indianapolis weather. Oh, it says it's currently 32 degrees outside. Well, that's not too bad. You know what, actually, let's look on the phone. The phone always has a more accurate, I need to turn this back to this, turn the light down a little bit. The phone always has a more accurate, I feel like the phone versus online, the Weather Channel, is more accurate about the weather. It says 31. It actually says 31 on the Weather Channel. Clear, and tonight it's supposed to get down to 20, and let's look at the daily temperatures. Tomorrow it's supposed to be 43. 49 on Monday, 54 on Tuesday. Oh my gosh, 58 on Wednesday. I might be able to film some videos outside this week. And Wednesday's Cousin Fun Day too, so that'll be another nice day to run around. 48 on Thursday, 54 on Friday, 49, 41. Are we out of the winter? Is the winter over? 48, 56, 42, 37, 40, 40. Then it goes down a little bit. That's the first week of March, but let's see what it says on here for the first day of March. 49 and cloudy. So I guess we still don't know if March is going to come in like a lion or go out like a lamb. Or come in like a lamb and go out like a lion. I guess we don't know. I wasn't really sure if I was going to film any videos today, and I ended up, which is kind of how I already have a list made for tomorrow of my videos that I want to make tomorrow. But I ended up filming 4 videos today. I did like an opinions Q&A on my drama channel. I finished the Micah Stauffer documentary last night, an update on the family on HBO. And so I did my reaction to that. I did my Shy Wolf, I have 2 candles today to pair. I picked the candle thing is becoming like, it's becoming a big part of the planning before I get ready for my vlog. I'm getting texted like crazy, which is always what happens when I sit down on my vlog. But before I sit down for my vlog, I always have to get my coffee ready. I have to get my candle pairing. I went through all of these candles, these Shy Wolf candles. I have like 5. I thought I had like, well, I have literally like 20 candles. I thought I had like 40. I have 20 candles down there, probably 20, 25 candles left. And so, and then I have the Trader Joe's ones in the kitchen. But I have like 4, or maybe it's just 4. I have them all out there. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think 4, I can't see, 4 or 5 Shy Wolf candles. I don't know if that includes the one that I got in the box today left. I didn't think I had that many of the Shy Wolf candles left. I thought I was like down to my last one. So, and I have some really interesting scents. I have like Driftwood. I probably had it in the back because I was saving that for next summer. And then I have Gold Dust Woman. And then I have, what is this about? This person's texting me I haven't heard from in forever. What was that text about? Everybody is texting me about Fox Hollow Farms. People that I haven't heard from in a long time. It's so crazy. I think the last time I saw that friend of mine, we ran into him at Whorehound weekend. And that was with Melissa and Jason years ago. That's probably the last time I saw him. Anyway, Driftwood, Gold Dust Woman. I had like some really interesting scents that I had forgotten that I had. But anyway, so that's becoming a big part of my planning for the vlog. I want to pick like the perfect candles out because I'm trying all these new candles. And last night I had 1, 2. So I had this candle that Alex actually made at this candle thing. They were going to do that tonight, but they ended up just going over to his friend's house to talk about wedding planning because 3 of his girlfriends are getting married and the bachelorette parties and all that kind of stuff. So I had that candle that he had over there. You know those candle places that you can go? I've actually never done that. Isn't that interesting? Alex has said, like, we should do it for a day, and then whenever we end up planning on doing it at the last minute, I'm kind of like, let's just stay inside. He's like, okay, if you don't want, he's like, I've done it before. I thought it'd be fun for you. We'll do it one of these days. But anyway, so I had that candle. It's down to the very, very bottom. The candle that Mare got me, the true crime one, I can't remember what that brand is called, Candier or something like that. I have to say, I really, really liked it. Didn't burn super long compared to the other candles, but I really, really liked that candle, that true crime one. Here it is. Is it pronounced Candier? I don't know. C-A-N-D-I-E-R. The candles are kind of expensive on here, but the hot throw on it, when you the candle is lit, is really strong. Mare, thank you so much for that candle. She and I message each other all the time. Literally, probably 5 times a day, we message each other. But, oh, they've got new candles for spring out. I think I'm going to try some more of their candles, because I want to look up this true crime one. What it's called on here. I really, really liked it. It smelled like cinnamon and nutmeg. Oh, you can't, is it not on there anymore? Oh, I guess you can't find it anymore. Well, anyway, I really, really like that candle. But that candle was at the very, very bottom, literally for the last 2 days. But last night, it had had enough. And then 2 of the candles in the kitchen were at the bottom. All I have now is, I took a picture last night of my candles just on the island. So I have those 2 lit, and then I have one on the side table over here that I keep lit while I'm watching shows. I like them kind of around in the background of me. I don't like them like right next to me, or it like distracts me while I'm watching a show. Let's see what this friend said to me. I couldn't really read it on the computer. What did he say? Oh, he said he finished binging Fox Hollow on Hulu this morning. I'm actually watching your review on YouTube right now. I'll text him after I get done with this. Oh, and then in the kitchen, I keep my wax melt, which last night, I was done with the white birch. So last night, in the Happy Wax Melt, I used... It's called Quince something. It just came in my box that I got. Happy Wax. Let's look at Quince. Quinceanera candles. That's not what I'm talking about now. Quince something. Golden Hour. No. Golden Hour I have. See, I think it's one of their limited edition ones. But anyway, I love it. I love it. That one's really, really good. That was earlier in the evening, and then I lay down and I tried to take a nap, but I couldn't. Like in the last 2 days since I watched since the Fox Hollow Farms documentary has come out, I think like so many people in my life know that I've just been intrigued by that case for so long. I mean, literally people are texting me like all day long about that Fox Hollow Farms case. So I tried to lay down and take a nap last night. Alex had gone out to dinner. He was on his way home, and I got a little spooked, in all honesty. I got a little, kind of freaked out about it a little bit. And we'll get to that in a second. But I got a little freaked out about it last night. I couldn't, really sleep to take my nap. And then he came home, and I heard him come through the door. I was like, Alex? So anyway, but we remedied that situation today. So, but anyway, so earlier, I don't remember which one I did first. I think I did the Quince ones first. I don't remember. I'll have to go in there and look if I have to change a battery or something. I don't know how long I'm going to vlog since I'm starting so late. But I did that one first, and it smelled up the whole downstairs. Sometimes the Happy Waxes are stronger than others. Like, a lot of people are like, oh, I don't think they have a good throw at all. I think they have a pretty good throw, honestly. You do have to use a lot of the bears. Like, they look like little gummy bears. They're like that big. I mean, I use like 5 or 6. So, if you get a package of them, a package is only going to, I think the 10s... I went through a 10 already. I can't remember which scent it was. I think it was the Amber Spice, maybe. I think a 10, if I put 5 bears in it, it lasted me 4 things. And that's $14.95. It is expensive for that. I agree. But then later, I use the Our Own Candle Company, because I still have a lot of the holiday scents that come in just the little packages you get at Walmart or whatever. And so that was the mulled cider. There was something about those wax melts that are so sticky. I don't know what it is about them. That's part of why I like the Happy Wax ones. It's really easy and clean to keep them. I keep them in the basket. They're in a 10 or a little sealed thing. That's what they call them, 10s, but they're made out of cardboard. But then I did the mulled cider. I think that was later. And those smell really good too, the Our Own Candle Company ones. I should probably try some more of those Our Own Candle Company wax melts. Let's actually look on here and see. Our Own Candle Company wax melts. I mean, I'm sure they have them for all the scents. Blueberry pie meltum. What's that? That sounds good, doesn't it? Oh, these only have 4 of them in there. For 75 cents for 4. That's pretty cheap. Shop meltums. The ones I have, I think I got them on Amazon. They have 6 in there. Oh, no, these have 6. Oh my God, somebody else is texting me about Fox Hollow Farms. Do you remember me? Oh my God, this is so weird that like just random people are reaching out to me about Fox Hollow Farms. These are cheap, you guys. I think they're cheaper than, how many do you get on here? 6 wax cubes. Oh, they're $1.99 on there. Oh, I know I paid more than that. You know, I mean, if you think about it, $1.99 for 6 things, and last night I put 4 of them in there versus the Happy Wax. I think it's all about the same, probably. Anyway, I'm kind of all over the place already at the beginning of this. So, I did let's get back to the videos I did today. So I did the subscription, the Shy Wolf subscription box unboxing. I love doing those. I love that Shy Wolf subscription box so much. And then, what else did I do? I did the drama video, the unpopular opinions. Well, it wasn't unpopular, it was just people asking my opinions about stuff on Instagram. And then I did the Micah Stauffer one about an update on the family. And then I did the Shy Wolf unboxing. Oh, and then I did a review of that under eye cream, that Dr. Brand's eye cream. Those were the 4 videos today. And when I got up today, I felt great today. And I was like, okay, I want to film some videos. And Alex was just down here. I asked him last night when he came home. I said, are you guys still planning to go to the club tomorrow night? Because I had kind of decided I wasn't going to go, but he hadn't really said a whole lot about it. And he's like, no, we're not going to do that anymore. He was like, it's going to be really expensive. A table was going to cost each person this, blah, 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 whatever. And he was like, I was like, are you guys going to still do something? He was like, yeah. He was like, we don't really know what yet. We're going to maybe do this candle thing and then go back to my friend's house and do they decided not to do the candle thing. So he left here about 6:50, like an hour ago, 6:15, something like that, and went over to his friend's house. And I was like, what are you guys doing? He was like, we're just going to get pizza. And he was like, it's like him and like 4 girls. And he was like, we're just going to get pizza and then we're going to talk about wedding stuff. Because they're all like, one of his friends is getting married, I think, September here in Indianapolis. But like she's not having anybody in her wedding, but they're all just going to get ready for the wedding. So they've already picked the place. That'll be a fun wedding. And then, I mean, they'll all be fun weddings. But anyway, then the other one is a destination wedding, but they don't really know where they're going to get married yet. They're looking at like Mexico. They're looking at like, Alex said Fort Lauderdale or Miami possibly. And then the other one is getting married. Well, so he has 4 friends that just got engaged in like the last 3 months. One of them, it's just doing close friends and family, and they're going like out of the country, and it's just gonna be close friends, like not even friends, just family, just close family. So they're like planning her like bachelor party, what they're gonna do, and that'll be like sometime this summer because she's not getting married till like next year, late this year. And then the other friend of his, she hasn't even started planning her wedding yet. And that's like, it's going to be next spring or summer, like 2026. So they haven't even started talking about her bachelorette party or any of that kind of stuff. The one friend that's getting married like in September, they're doing they're renting like a cabin and they're doing like a couples like bachelorette party. So, so that'll be like, I think that he said it's this summer sometime. We were talking about that. And so, and then the other friend, I can't remember what they said they wanted to do for our bachelorette party. Anyway, I think like Nashville or something like that. But they're planning all that stuff tonight, so. Anyway, he was like, did you want to watch TV or do you know, like, I said, do I want to come over there and listen to y'all playing bridals? No, I'm good. I'm good on that. I'm good to wear a suit and show up as a date. Okay. I mean, I do like weddings. I think I didn't used to. I went through this period where I was just like, ugh, weddings. Now I like weddings. I think they're fun. You know, well, the one in New Year's, like I didn't really know anybody and I felt really awkward and whatever, but like I still had fun. When I don't, but these weddings, I'll know a lot more people. When I don't have fun is when people keep on coming up to me and they're like, are you okay? You seem upset. I'm like, I'm fine. Like I talked about this. I'm fine just sitting there watching, like eating my little crumble cookie and, you know, having a Diet Coke. I'm totally fine. Like but it's, even if I feel kind of awkward, if I'm kind of like by myself or just with one other person, like I'm good. You know, like I've made me a little friend that night. She friended me on Facebook and all that kind of stuff. The aunt of the bride or whatever, cousin of the bride, I don't know what she was. But anyway, that was fun. These weddings, I'll know, because this is like the whole group all hangs out together and stuff like that, so I'll know them. But anyway, that's what they're doing. He'll probably be home late. They like start with pizza and planning, and then, you know, then they play games. They do that dance game. I don't know what it is. Dance. It's where they put the dance on TV, and then you have to all like do the dance. Do you guys know what I'm talking about? Anyway. Then they'll like they do like Mario Kart. Then they play these games, these card games, like what's your meme and all that kind of stuff. Anyway, I told him, I said, just, you know, keep me updated with what's going on. Let me know what's going on. So that was our day today. I was filming upstairs. He was like, do you need to come down here and film? I was like, no, it's easier for me to film in the bedroom. He's like, so you don't care if I sit down? So he sat down here and watched TV. He was watching Paris in Love. Is the new season out or something? I don't know. But he was watching Paris in Love. I caught bits and pieces of it. She's talking to Kathy Hilton. She's talking to her sister, thanking her for being so supportive of her writing the book. And I don't know, they have Paris's baby in there and stuff like that. I have no interest in watching that show. I haven't even watched A New Simple Life yet. I asked Alex, I said, what did you think of it? Because he like binged it. I guess it's only 3 episodes or something, 3 or 4 episodes. He binged it one night because he asked me, he's like, do you want to watch it? I said, oh no, I'll watch it later. Well, I thought they were releasing like an episode a week and it was going to be like 8 or 10 episodes. I didn't realize it was like 3 episodes and it was like a one and done. And I said, what'd you think? And he goes, it was okay. He goes, it was nothing like the original at all. I go, oh really? He was like, oh no, it was nothing like the original. So now I don't really have that much interest in watching it. So yeah, that's what we did today. And then he helped me with... So I've had a lot of people that have actually reached out to me and been like, I just want to make sure that you're safe and blah, 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 all that kind of stuff. So, it's so interesting because so that was part of what I was talking to my neighbor about. Like, all of us around here, like both the neighbor across the street, the neighbor in the corner, both my neighbors on either side and us, we have like cameras all over. Like the backyard, like it lights up like nobody's business with, what do you call it? Like floodlights. And like I was talking the other night about like when there's like a rabbit that'll run through the yard, that thing goes off and on. And it stays on for like 5 minutes when it goes up. The floodlights are like attached way up high on the houses. Like all 3 of us have one. And then she's got cameras next door on her patio from inside looking out and on the side as well. And they do too, on the back, and we do too. So today, I was like getting kind of freaked out about it, and Alex was like, well, I'll just put up more cameras, because we had extra cameras. He actually uses them to, the ones we have like 4 extra cameras, and so he uses them to stack his computer on when he's doing there's his ring light over there for his business meetings. You can see, oh, he doesn't have the desk, but there's his computer and stuff. So he had these boxes behind there that he stacks up. He's like, we've got 4 more cameras. And he's like, if it'll make you feel safer. I was like, yeah. So he actually put them, like the one, he's got one inside now looking down. And then he was like talking to our neighbor next door, trying to figure out where to put the other cameras and stuff like that. And like one inside looking down from there. Anyway, so I feel a lot more secure about it. Called the, what do you call it? The, not that I wasn't really that worried, to be honest with you, until more and more people started being like, be safe, blah, blah, blah. I think I'm away a little while, in all honesty, to probably talk about Fox Hollow Farms again. I think I'm good on it for a little while. You know, we'll just kind of see what happens. But anyway, which is interesting to me because I didn't really say anything in my videos any more than was in that documentary. Like, I didn't. Like, especially, like, the things that were said to the paranormal woman that was doing the documentary with the other guy. I mean, I didn't say anything more than they said in the document. They said more than I did. I've said in my, you know, videos and stuff like that. So, and reached out to the, what do you call it? The alarm company just to make sure that everything was good. Ran a test run and all that kind of stuff. So, it was interesting kind of having to explain to the neighbors a little bit. Like, my neighbors next door, they are so nice. I mean, they're like early 60s and retired. My neighbors in the corner are too. My neighbors across the street are a little bit older. I mean, obviously she's young. She got it. But I just was kind of like, okay, I know this sounds crazy, but I was like, I just want to make you guys aware in case you see anything weird or whatever. They're like, oh no, we totally get it, you know? I didn't really, to be honest with you, when I made the videos the other day, I didn't even really think anything about it. And then I started having people, not just online, but it was like in my personal life, that were like, hey, I hope that you're being safe. Like, be careful. Like, I'm a little worried about it, you know? And I was like, am I like, should I be more worried? And then I started thinking, should I be more worried about this than I am? And I was like, whatever. So, I don't know. I feel safe and secure now. We actually have some friends in the police department that I reached out to as well. They actually, like, when I contacted them, those two guys, they took it very seriously. They were like, oh no, because I was like, I just want you to know if something happens, this is like, you know, they're like, oh no, we really appreciate it, blah, 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 whatever. And they're like, you know, so I don't know, I feel better about it now. I know it's kind of like a weird, I need to get into the candles. I can't talk about this too much because then I'll start freaking myself out and all this kind of stuff. So let's do the candle pairing before I get into what I did last night. But anyway, I felt much more secure tonight. Alex was like, do you want to come with us? Do you want to come with me? And I was like, he was like, if you're scared here. I was like, I'm not scared here. You know, I said, but like, I freak myself out. The place is so small, first of all. I mean, I can see the front door. I can see the door back there. I mean, it's like, you can hear anything in this house. You know what I mean? Like, so you can hear the heater kick on in the basement if you're sitting in the bedroom. It's like, I mean, this is 1,200 square feet. It's super small, right? So I was like, no, I'm not freaked out. And he's like, well, if you get freaked out, you can like Uber out there. And I was like, okay, I was like, and I have her address and stuff, and I was like, well, I might just, like, if I get freaked out, just jump in an Uber and be out there. And he started laughing. He's like, babe, you could come out there if you want to. It's like, no problem at all. She just lives far away. She's like 35, 40 minutes from here, you know? I don't think all that will freak me out. I think what will freak me out is that last night I started the movie 30 Days of Night, which I don't know how I had really never, ever, I mean, I heard of this movie before, but really never paid any attention. And I started watching it late last night. I only watched like a half an hour of it. It is so good. It is so good. I think because I'm not really into vampires is why I didn't like watch it. But I watched it last night. Josh Hartnett's in it. Does he ever age? I mean, Josh Hartnett, I think I looked it up last night. He's 46. I'm 52. So he's 6 years younger than me. I mean, he still looks like he's 30. He looks great. He was in that movie Trap. I never watched the movie Trap. By the way, I want to give a little shout out to my dear friend Ballerini, who texted me today. Let me tell you about her text messages. Here they are. She texted me while she was probably watching my vlogs, and she's at 6:20, and she said, outdoor vlogs for the win. And I said, it's too cold, LOL. She said, sit at Alex's chair, LOL. I don't know what that means, sit at Alex's chair. I don't know, what I'm gonna have to, here, let's text her and see what she means by that. Like, Valerie, what is Alex's chair? Oh, she's gonna say car. That's what she means. I'm not sitting in Alex's car. I'm not gonna do that for a vlog. What is Alex's, maybe she means something else by it? What is Alex's chair? I don't know what she means by that. Anyway, she's gonna say car. That's what she means. Because people always recommend that. They're like, why don't you just sit in the garage or have him put his car out in the driveway? There's no reason to do that. I don't really, you know, I can vlog inside until it's warm and then I can go outside in the front porch. So yeah, okay, candle pairing. So, I'm bringing back a blast from the past of one of my candles that I absolutely love. I have 2 of them left. I did not know that. I don't even know what scent this is. I just know that this is one of those Santa's Naturals. Does it say on here? Santa's Natural, it doesn't say on this part of it what the scent is, but we're gonna find out. Because I just grabbed it. I had it over there sitting here for the vlog for the last couple days when I saw it, and I didn't even look at the scent. So what is it? Oh, is it Winterberry? Oh my God, the Winterberry is my absolute favorite. Okay. So this is the pairing that we're doing today. Now these are probably my favorite candles of life, okay? We should look and see if they are on sale right now, because sometimes, but since it's not Christmas anymore, Santa's Natural Collections, I just pulled it right up because I was looking at it the other day. How big is this? Does it say 30 minutes? Yeah, okay. So, no, this is the Fraser Fir. Does it say Winterberry on here? I'll tell you exactly how much this candle is if you go to their website. Is Snow? No, okay. This one is $14.99. I think that's pretty good. It says on the side here, burns for 30 hours. You can get them on their website, which is santasnaturals.com. Or you can also get them on Amazon. I think they have a shop on Amazon. I think that's where I originally got them from. I just want to see if they're cheaper on Amazon. Santa's Naturals candles. Like, I don't even know where I'm at on time. Oh, 24 minutes. Okay. So you can get a trio of these for $39.99, which I always get the trios. And they are $39.99. Or you can get 2 of the Fraser First for $23.99. I mean, both of those I think are a pretty good deal. Oh, what's this Palo Santo Energy Cleansing? Ooh, I might have to get that one for this house. I kind of think the scent that I want to go with this summer. So my Happy Wax, there was like a rain one in there, like wet pavement. There was like a cobblestones. I think I want to do those kind of scents for summer as far as candles. I think that's the direction I'm going to go in. Like ocean, rain, driftwood, like, you know, kind of like you're sitting on a beach, like in California, like upstate California or something like that. That's kind of or maybe like Washington, Oregon. That's kind of like the scent that I'm going for in the house for this summer. I love driftwood anyway. Okay, so this is the candle. This is Winterberry Santa's Naturals. You guys, I love these candles so much. And I do have my wick trimmer right here so that we can be all prepared for this. Okay. Oh my God. I mean, if there is a Santa's workshop, this is what it smells like. I mean, all of these are so good. I mean, I said this is my favorite. This is my favorite, the Winterberry. But all 3 of them are so good. Okay, so before I light this, though, I trim it too short. No, I trimmed it down to that. Put this in here. Okay, I wanted to pair it with the perfect candle. I actually have not smelled this candle. So if I take it out of here and it's not the perfect candle, then I may not use this candle. But this is from Cynefin, Cynefin, Nordic Forest Scented Candle with notes of fir, cypress, and pine. I don't even remember opening this candle when I did it in the haul. Or did somebody send this to me? I don't even know. Welcome to Cynefin, a family-owned candle brand inspired by the Welsh word Cynefin, meaning a place that feels like home. Our candles are carefully crafted using the finest coconut wax and designed to fill your space with comforting, evocative scent. Cynefin candles create a warm and inviting atmosphere that will make anywhere feel like home and home feel like anywhere. Light one of our candles and let the soothing scents transport you to your very own Cynefin, a place that feels like home. Oh, I like that. Cynefin, Cynefin. So, and the brand, I guess, is Cynefin. Okay, I have no idea what this candle looks like. I don't remember. Okay, I'm sure I bought this somewhere and I just don't. Maybe somebody sent it to me. This is what the candle looks like. It's pretty, isn't it? Has a strong scent. Okay, it smells like, if you've ever gotten like a snow candle, it smells like a mix between like a balsam fir candle and like fresh snow. That's what it smells like. I mean, this smells like Christmas morning. Okay, I am going to pair these together because I think this smells really good. I think the packaging would be cuter if it didn't have their label and it just had kind of like a simple kind of thing on it. This wick is kind of long, don't you think? Okay, put that away. So we're going to pair these up. I want to look this up, actually. Cynefin candles. Let's look these up. I don't remember where. I don't remember where I would have bought these, but let's look this up. And then I'm going to light these candles. I had a friend of mine back in the day that I went to go blow out incense. She was a total hippie, so maybe that's part of it. But I would go to go blow out the incense in her apartment. She'd be like, you don't blow out the incense, you wave it out or it kills the spirit of the incense. Has anybody heard that? Can I just tell you one thing that's kind of weird is, do you guys see it where this wick is? It's like off center. Which I think is kind of weird for... The only reason I think it's weird is that if you burn enough candles, what you'll know by that is that it's going to burn, like it's going to be uneven when it burns, which means the candle's not going to last as long. Okay, they're on Amazon. I'm not seeing... Cecily Horwath Design, UK? Did I buy it on Amazon? Maybe I did. Let's see. Okay. Visit the Cynefin store. Well, there's a lavender candle that's $6.99. Were they really that cheap? Oh, they can't be that cheap. Are they really that cheap? Where do you buy them? Oh, they've only got 3 candles? Scent. Currently unavailable. I'm gonna look in here and see. Let's not look on Amazon. CNFN. Cinnafin. Oh, I spelled it wrong. Cinnafin. Nordic Forest. Okay, so the recording stopped several minutes ago and I didn't even realize it. And I was looking up all this stuff, which I now went out of because I didn't even realize that the camera had stopped. So I was looking up these candles and I went down here. They're not available anywhere. You can't find it anymore. There's a brand called Love and Promise that has Nordic Forest, but it's not the same thing. They're not on Etsy. They're not on Amazon. They're not anywhere. But this Cicely Howarth design comes up. But when it comes up, all she did is she designed the packaging, is what she did. So I guess you can't buy them anymore. But what you can buy is the Santa's Natural candles. Okay, but I will tell you that the cold throw on both of these, oh God, this candle smells so good. These candles, like, you burn them, and you literally, I burned like 9 candles. You could burn one of these candles. You know what I want to know is if they have wax melts. Well, I'm not really getting much of a scent off this one yet, which is probably why they went out of business. Maybe not. I don't know. I've had worse candles. I mean, it's just a really plain candle. I don't even know how much I paid for it. Did somebody send it to... Oh, no. Now it smells good. I really like... yeah, I like the cold throw in this. I hope the cold throw matches the hot throw. You notice how I keep on using this? And then it matches this. I do like that scent of that. They have tea light candles. I like the scent of like the pine and I'm trying to go through all my pine candles because who wants to smell a pine candle in June? I don't, you know what I mean? And then next year I can buy all holiday candles again. They have tea light candles. They have miniature ones of those. Shop. I'm not seeing anything about wax melts, which makes me kind of sad. Learn about what? About us? Let's read about them. I don't know anything about this company. In 2000, Santa's Naturals was born out of the desire to do others good during the holiday season. In 2018, founder and U.S. veteran Philip Freeman became deeply dissatisfied with the cheaply made seasonal candles that filled the shelves of popular department stores and holiday shops during the winter. Philip and his team sought to introduce clean-burning, sustainably sourced Christmas candles with transparent ingredients that would consider communities around the world. The result, Santa's Naturals Christmas candles. We proudly pour all of our candles in our Raleigh, North Carolina workshop. Additionally, we donate 2% of our revenues to vetted local and global nonprofits that I love that are working to build sustainable communities and rebuild the environment. To ensure our commitment is achieved, we have also become a certified B Corporation and 1% for the Planet member to agencies that verify the accuracy of social, financial, and environmental claims. We also partner with Repurpose Global to reduce plastic usage and offset our footprint. Okay, it goes on and on and on. In our short 6-year history of selling high-quality Christmas candles, we have made great strides towards improving the holiday candle landscape, as well as achieving some notable milestones. Some of our products' achievements, retailers, and features are shown below. When it comes to choosing which holiday scent to fill your room with this winter, we hope you will consider... they only have 3 scents, and I love all of them. You can get a mini trio for $19.99. I mean, if you like winter scents all year long, I think, you know... buy them now. I swear by these candles. I absolutely swear by these candles. I'm not sponsored. They've never sent any to me. I bought them on my own. I bought them multiple times. I've given them out as gifts. I love them. So now the candles are lit. Oh, I was just listening to Billie Eilish, When the Party's Over, live from the Grammys. Don't you know I can't... I can never remember the words. Don't you know... It doesn't matter. It's got the lyrics right here. I guess I could just listen to them right here where it says that. Here she goes. Her brother's playing the piano. Don't you know I'm no good for you? I've learned to lose. You can't afford to. I love that song so much. She's so cool. Okay, so the coffee for the day is iced coffee out of the jug from the grocery store. And then, in this cup, because I just felt like it today, it's the easiest cup to use. So, cheers to you. I had a little bit earlier when I got up, and then it's been like sitting here all day long. The ice has been melting, so I filled up a little bit more, added some more ice before I came to vlog. All right, let's talk about last night. So last night, Alex went out to dinner. They went to Livery in Hamilton Town Square Center, which is like a shopping mall on the north side. Livery that we go to downtown. You know, somebody commented about this the other day, and they said something about, I don't remember what the comment was exactly, but they apparently, I don't know, they were like, so I had said that in the Fox Hollow Farms video that my vlog the other day talking about the documentary, that Mark Goodyear in the video says that there's an alley that connects all the gay bars. Well, somebody commented on the video and they said that they Google mapped it to see. I don't know why, but anyway, and that there actually is an alley that connects all the bars. Well, I live in Indianapolis, and I'm telling you there's no alley that connects the bars. There is an alley behind OP's, our place, Greg's. There's an alley behind the Metro, which those are the only two bars that still exist. There was an alley behind the Varsity Club, which was catty corner, literally, from the Heron Art School. And there was an alley next to the 501, which was a leather bar. The 501 and the Varsity Club do not exist anymore. Here, I'm going to draw a little map for y'all. Okay, so I was asking Alex because I said, is there an alley that connects OP's to the 501? And I was in my head thinking the Metro when I said it. He goes, how would that possibly even be? Okay, so I was going to draw a map, but, well, here I will draw a map. Okay. So Indianapolis is on a grid. This is why it was interesting to me what he said, okay? So Indianapolis is on a grid, all right? So we're going to go, so here is south and here is north, okay? So we live here, okay? This is downtown, let's say, right? This is Meridian. Meridian cuts downtown Indianapolis. Can't even believe I have to explain this. Okay, so Metro, okay, is off of Mass Ave. Let's say that's here, okay? The Metro is off of Mass Ave, okay? Probably, I'm just, like, this map is so bad, but I'm just using this as an example, okay? Probably, like, right there, okay? Then, Mass Ave goes this way. It goes east to west. College goes north to south, which is parallel to Meridian. But there's several streets in between Meridian and College, okay? So, like, Delaware is between Meridian and College, okay? So then you have College right here that intercepts Meridian. Here's Meridian, but then you've got, like, 5 streets in between, maybe 6, in between Meridian. I mean, and each one's, like, a huge city block, okay? But then this is College. The 501, okay, which was at 501 South College, I should probably look it up and see that, was probably like here, okay? What I didn't understand, and I didn't go to the 501 a lot because it was a leather bar. 501 does not exist anymore, okay? I didn't understand how an alley existed from here to here, okay? Now, just to make this even more clear for you, this is at, the 501, okay, is at like 5th and College. Way 11 blocks north, okay, 11 blocks north of College, over on 16th and Alabama. Alabama is one of the streets that runs up and down. Over here, okay, let's say it's this far north, would be OP's, which is Greg's, okay? So Greg's is 11 blocks north of where the 501 was, and probably 9 blocks north. I mean, it seems longer than that. You're talking about like a 5-10 minute car drive, 5-minute car drive. So then you've got, here's my map, you got OP's over here, okay? There's no way an alley could have ran there. Even if it did, the alley from the OP's to the 501, you wouldn't even take an alley to go from OP's to 501. You would just walk down College is what you would do, or Delaware. It's just a main street. You wouldn't walk down no alley at 3 o'clock in the morning, okay? If you were gonna go to OP's, it's literally 10 blocks. You walk past the President Benjamin Harrison house, you walk under, my boyfriend, one of my very first boyfriends used to live in a carriage house on the other side of the President Benjamin Harrison house. Okay, so then over here, that's over here, 16th and Alabama. On the other side, okay, before you get to Meridian, right over here, is the Varsity Club. And the Varsity Club was probably, it's off of Penn. Penn is the next one east of Meridian, okay? So the varsity club's here. The varsity and OPs are probably walking distance. We're probably, walking distance, maybe 7 to 8 minutes, okay? OPs to the 501 was probably a 40-minute walking distance. The 501 to the Metro was a 5-minute walking distance, okay? So I asked Alex the other night, because Livery downtown, the one he went to the north side one, is right across from where the 501 used to be, okay? And I said, is there an alley that connects where the 501 was? Alex, I said, did you ever go to the 501? He goes, I went there one time. He goes, and then it closed down. I said, is there an alley that connects the 501 to OPs? He looked at me like I was crazy. He goes, how's that possible? I go, well, I didn't think it was either. He goes, there's an alley that goes behind the 501 past Livery that you could walk through to go to the Metro. When he said that, I was like, okay, so behind OPs, there's an alley to the right of it. They even show it in the documentary, okay, where people would park, okay? So if you walk down that out, that's OPs, okay? But behind the Metro is like on Mass Ave. You can't you would have to walk all the way around the back side of the Metro. Like, there's no back exit except for if you work there into the Metro, okay? The Metro is under new ownership. It's been under new ownership for years and years and years. It's on Mass Avenue. Mass Avenue is like brownstones in Chicago. It's like one building after another. There's like one alley like right next to it, but it's so small. That alley does connect to where you would walk to the Livery. But Mark Goodyear on the video says all the gay bars connect through an alley. That's not true. It also is interesting to me that, maybe back then, because I wasn't going to the Metro to the 501, so maybe that alley, but I don't remember anybody else that did either. I don't remember anybody. You would have walked down Massachusetts, taken a right onto College, and gone south on College to get the 501. The reason why it's interesting to me when he says it, okay, is, so there is an alley that connects College to behind Metro. But he talks about all the gay bars being connected. There's no way that that could have possibly been. NYC was like further down and across the street on Massachusetts Avenue. Massachusetts Ave was where all like the gay stores and bars and stuff like that were back in the day, other than OP's. And then Tomorrow's was at like 23. They even referenced Tomorrow's. That was the very first bar I ever went to. It was a drag bar. Tomorrow's was like, okay, it was probably 25th, maybe 26th in Meridian, okay? So you're talking 5th in College to 26th in Meridian. There's no alley that connected that. Anyway, back then there was like 10 gay bars. So I don't remember anybody taking that alleyway. The other thing you have to remember is, this is even more speculative. This is part of why I'm bringing it up, is that you would have had to have been real unafraid to take that alley. Today, I wouldn't even want to take that alley. I know, like, where the parking is behind Livery, because Alex always valet parks his car. It's dark. It is really, really dark. Do people walk from Livery to where, like, Teeny's is now another gay bar, to Teeny's and stuff like that? Because that's what Alex said. He goes, sometimes we walk to Teeny's, but he's like, only if we're in a group of people. Only if you're in a group of people. So a single person, if you were a serial killer, maybe, might have walked that alley. But not in 1993, okay, when, you're talking about the middle of hate crimes, you're talking about gay people. We were afraid to come out of bars and get bashed. We would literally walk out of bars and people would be holding up signs, okay, like the Westboro Baptist Church, like gays are going to hell and stuff like that. Literally, we would walk out of a bar and there would be people holding signs like that. So to think that you would walk down some alley being afraid that I even shared in my video that I had a friend of mine that got shot in the head, taking some people home, and that was a hate crime, and a friend of mine that was a lesbian got her ass beat, by like 4 guys in this alley, and the police were right. We used to have gay police officers that would sit out in cars in front of gay bars just to protect us. So the fact that anybody was taking any alley to walk from those doesn't make any sense to me whatsoever. Now, does it surprise me that Mark Goodyear and those people were? Maybe. I don't know. Maybe they weren't afraid of anything. I was. I wasn't walking down no alleys, I can tell you that. Maybe if I was with some friends and stuff like that. But I have friends that live down there. Like, most of my friends live down there. Lockerbie is right behind all that. I have a lot of friends of mine that lived in Lockerbie. We wouldn't even want to walk from Lockerbie to the gay bars. And Lockerbie is a cute area. Like, if you live in downtown Indianapolis, you guys will know what I'm talking about. Alex just texted me what he said. Hold on a second. He's like, he said something, and he asked me what I'm doing. Oh, they went to Wolfie's instead of pizza, Bella Vita for dinner, and now they're going to her house. What are you doing, babe? Log in. Have fun. So anyway, I'm just confused about that statement in the documentary. It didn't make any sense to me. That's all I'm saying. But I was like thinking he meant the 501. And like I said, I didn't go to the 501 a lot. The 501, first of all, was a leather bar. It was rumored. Well, I mean, I know it's not a rumor because I know from people that went down there. But it had like a leather basement where people did like, you know, all that kind of stuff. The 501, I don't even know when it closed. I actually want to look and see. Because I said something to Alex is like 5th in college. He goes, no. 501 bar, Indiana. Look, pulls right up. 501 bar. The 501 Eagle. It's like a lot of cities have Eagles. What was the address? 501 North College. I was right. Spacious and dark gay bar with a leather vibe. Offering events from drag shows to karaoke only. It's not open anymore, I don't think. And this is from 2016. They're talking about Talbot Street. In the past 6 months, Talbot Street, long known for its drag shows. That's where I saw Alex for the first time. Closed, as did the 501 Eagle, a bar favored by leather enthusiasts. I mean, I only went there a couple times when... There were so many gay bars when I first started coming out that that we would like just go to like for one night, you know? Anyway. But then I got the comment on my video and I was like... Am I thinking wrong? Like, did we used to go down and go back and forth between those bars and alleys? I was like, I know I didn't from OP's to there. I mean, I think the other thing is that you'd have to remember the climate at the time. Like, I was like, all right, what is that? The alley that they're talking about that they saw on Google Maps. And when I asked Alex, he was like, there is. But he goes, I don't think anybody, he goes, we walk it now like, but where he walks is like, okay, Livery is like here. Teeny's is like here. You're literally talking about probably a 1.5-minute walk. I don't know that anybody would have walked. I mean, back then, that area, now there's $1 million apartments down there on top of all these. None of that was built up down there back then. None of it. I mean, there was like 3 bars on Mass Avenue down there. There was like 3 gay bars. There was like, I mean, there was this video store. What was it called? Mass Ave Video or something like that. It was all like, they had like a porn room. They had like a lot of like gay themed videos, like that movie Jeffrey and stuff back then. There was like Silver in the City. There was like a lot of gay owned businesses and stuff like that. And then further down was like Basbo's, you know, the Basbo's, that pizza that we go to. But that area was still kind of like, it was kind of a little sketch and scary at that time. Like, it wasn't, like, it's really developed now. I mean, you can walk on the other side of college and there's, like, restaurants and stores. None of that was there back then. None of it. It was scary to walk out of those bars late at night. I mean, I can remember, like, Metro upstairs, it's now, like, a gift shop. But back then, they had this, like, alley that was outside of where the drag queens would get ready because that's where all the drag shows were. And we would stand out there and smoke cigarettes because nobody wanted to go out in front of the bar because it was scary to walk out in front of the bar and smoke cigarettes back then. And NYC, which was down the road and like on the other side, it was scary to walk out of there too, you know? Like, they talk about in the documentary how it was really safe. But anyway, when I got the comment, I was like, am I not remembering this right? Like, maybe, like, that's why I asked Alex about it. But anyway, I'm still confused what he meant about, maybe he just meant the 501 and the Metro, and for some reason, he didn't feel uncomfortable taking that alley. I would have been scared to death taking that alley back in the day. But anyway, okay, so last night... I feel like my head is just consumed with this Fox Hollow Farms shit. I don't know. It's just like, anyway. So, I talked to Tanya today, and I was like, have you watched this doc? She was like, I told her about it. She was like, what have you been watching? And I said, I watched, because she's in Florida right now. And I said, I watched, Update on the Family. And she's like, oh, I watched that when it came out. She's like, I didn't really know about that case. I said I didn't either. And then I said, have you watched the Fox Hollow Farms thing yet? She goes, no, I'm saving it till I get back because I want to like sit down and actually watch it because she knows a lot about the case too. Everybody in Indianapolis knows the case. Everybody in Indianapolis. Anyway. I think I have some things I want to say because I've had some, like, Erin, my friend Erin that we did the paranormal investigation, she like was texting me the other night and she was like things she remembered from the paranormal investigation that I didn't include in the vlog. She's like, do you remember us talking about this after? And I was like, yeah. And some of it, I was like, I totally forgot about that. She's like, did you think it was interesting? Because her and her husband watched it in the vlog or watched it, the documentary, and then she was texting me about it and stuff like that. So anyway, last night I watched, what did I watch? that Micah Stouffer thing, and then I tried to lay down and take a nap. Then Alex got home. When he got home, I finally, I slept way too long. I slept until, I couldn't really fall asleep until I came home. And I fell asleep, and then I woke up. I don't remember what time it was, but it was late. I was like, I don't get up and watch some shows and stuff like that. So I actually came down here. I was trimming all my wicks in the kitchen. I was doing laundry, folding laundry and stuff like that. And I listened to more of Drinking a Love Story. I don't know if it's that there's so many better movies out now, and I've said this now in 3 vlogs, so I'm gonna make it real short, but I don't know if it's because there's so many better movies and stuff like that out now. Oh, I talked to Nikki for a while last night too. We were joking, because she started a 400 puzzle without me, and she's like, I'm gonna come back to it. And I was like, you started this without me? She's like, not the daily one, because we're doing the daily ones together. Well, not the daily ones, it was the daily one she did, but the ones that the next in line where you unlock it. But anyway, she was cracking me up. So, but I was listening to that audiobook. Like I said, I don't know. I've got an hour and 15 minutes left of maybe an hour of Drinking a Love Story. I don't know if it's that there's so many better books, memoirs that have come out since then, or if it's that better movies. I don't know. Maybe my stance is different. It's fine. She actually comes across in the book. Her kind of attitude in the book is a little interesting to me. I don't know. There just weren't really any memoirs before hers that came out. So I just was kind of I don't know. I loved it back in the day. I don't really have that feeling. It's enjoyable to read, and I think there's a lot of things that people would relate to it. Especially, the book is really for women, in all honesty. It talks a lot about women's issues in relation to drinking and alcoholism. It talks a lot about eating disorders and how a lot of women that get sober. This is something I've known for years and years and years, but it's talking about cross-addiction with eating disorders and things like that. She shares her issues of eating disorder. That part is super interesting to me. I don't know why, that I'm more interested in that, and then her talking about her sobriety stuff, but that's really interesting to me. So she's talking about people that are cross-addicted. So she talks a lot about, if you have any interest in 12-step stuff, she talks a lot about 12-step stuff, but she's in New York. The way that she describes things about meetings are not my experience with meetings, and they've never been my experience with meetings, what she says. She talks about how people at any meeting identify as she's not everybody identifies as a certain way. People will come in there and identify themselves as a drug user, and not as an addict, but as a drug user, or somebody will come to a meeting and they'll say I'm an anorexic. That's not been my experience with 12-step meetings. There's an issue with, you don't ever have to say anything in a meeting if you don't want to, but the meetings that I have gone to, I can only share my experience. The meetings that I've gone to, nobody's going to ask you to leave a meeting for not identifying as an alcoholic or an addict. Okay, nobody's going to ask you, especially, I'm talking about a closed meeting. So closed meeting is for alcoholics and addicts only. Open meetings, anybody can come to. But in a closed meeting, if you don't identify or qualify, nobody's going to kick you out. I've never experienced, I think my mom experienced that one time with a woman that, anyway, but, I think this girl was 20 or something like that. My mom ran after her because she felt so bad and all this kind of stuff. But I do think, if you came into a meeting and you said, I'm not an alcoholic, I'm an anorexic, I think that nobody would kick you out in the middle of the meeting. Nobody would say, oh, you need to leave. I haven't experienced that. Maybe other people have. I don't know. I was actually asking Tanya about this today, and she's like, no, I've never. She's like, I don't even know that I've ever experienced that before. But I do think that somebody would come up to you afterwards, and the way that it works in meetings is that a woman would come up to a woman and a man would come up to a man, and they would say, and this is what I was taught to do, to say, hey, it's great that you're here and we know that you want to get help. We're not sure this is going to be the meeting that's going to help you. Can we help you find a meeting or resources that might be more appropriate for you to get the support you need? Because somebody that's anorexic is not going to necessarily get the same help they need from somebody's story that's an alcoholic. They're similar, but not the same. You're not hearing other stories of the same thing unless some people are sharing that. And so there's also issues of singularity of purpose, which means that we're all there to get sober. So if you're there for that, that's what I have always been taught to do, is is to go up to somebody and say, like, can we help you get, you're more than welcome to come back if you feel like you're getting the support you need. I mean, all you have to have is a desire. Like, you know, I think somebody might say, do you have a desire to not drink? And if they were willing to say that, then they'd say, you can come back as much as you want. You're more than welcome here. First of all, there's nobody that runs meetings. I think that's the other misconception. Like when you see it in shows and they'll show a 12-step meeting, and they'll show somebody being like, Peter, would you like to share? That's not a 12-step meeting. That's a group therapy. That's not a 12-step meeting. In a 12-step meeting, somebody volunteers to be the chair. Like my home group meeting, we break up into small groups. So like in that small group, we'll all sit there like until somebody starts, and somebody will be like I'll say, you know, my name's Peter, and you know, I would love to chair this small group tonight. And then everybody will kind of nod their head. Unless somebody else would say, no, I'd like to chair. And I'll be like, okay, well, you can chair. And then they'll chair and they'll say, okay, my name's, you know, I'll say, does anybody have a topic for this meeting tonight? And then if nobody brings up a topic, then I bring up a topic, you know, which chair people don't usually love to do. They hope somebody brings up a topic. If anybody out there is in a 12-step program, I mean, tell me if your experience is different, but this has been my experience for 30 years, you know? I mean, unless you're going to an open meeting, or unless you're going to a lead, which is where somebody gets up and shares their story, but a closed discussion meeting, I mean, there's book meetings or literature meetings where you read from a literature, and those are very segmented, but if you're talking about discussion meetings where you just bring up a topic and somebody talks about it, this is how my experience has been for 30 years. At, I don't know, 100 different meetings in Indianapolis and other places. So when I hear her share her story in there about her experience with 12-step meetings, it's interesting. I don't know how early I read this in sobriety, or if I just didn't care. I don't know. It's just, it's baffling to me. It's not anything like I've ever heard before. And so, which is fine. I mean, I've heard people from like other states and, you know, other parts of the world and whatever share their stories, and it's like, but the only variance really is, the philosophy is the same. The only variance is that maybe instead of like, for like a birthday, instead of this, they give that, you know? It's not like instead of a coin, they might give like a poker chip, you know, or that in this area of the world we do this, or instead of a keychain, we do that. I mean, it's not like, I don't know. I don't hear philosophically, I mean, there's traditions that go behind, I don't know. It's interesting to me to listen to it, because some of the things that she shares I've never heard before. But anyway, I've got like an hour, a little bit more than that left of it, and then I'm going to listen to Dry. It'll be interesting to see what my perspective of Dry is, because Dry has always been like, these have been my go-to favorite books that I've said for 30 years, but I can't remember the last time I picked it up. So anyway, I listened to some of that, lit the candles, talked to Nikki. It was late. Nikki was watching Traders, and so I was like, I'm going to finish this Micah Stauffer documentary, An Update on the Family, and then I was like, okay, and then after that, she was like, I'm going to go to bed. And I was like, okay, well, we'll just do puzzles and stuff tomorrow. So then I watched Found last night, because I was like, I want to get caught up on some of my shows. I still have this week. Alex and I still haven't watched RuPaul or Beverly Hills, so we'll probably watch that tomorrow night. So where am I at on time? Real quick. 27 minutes. So I watched last night Found. I still have Matlock and Elsbeth. I'll watch those tonight. Tomorrow we'll probably watch Beverly Hills. Well, I'm sure we'll watch Beverly Hills, RuPaul Untucked. I also have Southern Hospitality. So tonight I'll probably watch Matlock, Elsbeth, and Southern Hospitality. I also started last night, because I had it on my list, and I was kind of like, I want to watch, I know, I was already scared, so why not watch something scarier? I was like, I want to watch something kind of scary. So I started watching the trailer for 30 Days of Night. And, you know, I love, like, if it's snowing, like, I've always been this way, like, if I'm going to, you know, it's why I save the Dexter books for, like, what's the other books, the Girl at the Bottom of the Sea, that take place in Fort Lauderdale. If I'm going to South Florida, I want to read a book that takes place in South Florida. I've always been like that. So if I can find something that's good, like, in Vegas, I like to read books that, like, Void Moon by Michael Connolly is, like, the best book to read if you're in Vegas. But anyway, you know, although the last time that I think I listened to it the last time, I wasn't as taken by it as I had years ago. It's like funny how books change like that for you. But anyway, when it's like cold and dark outside, I was like, this is the perfect movie to watch. Like I said, I'm not really into vampires. Zombies, I love. Vampires, I'm not real interested in it. In fact, Nosferatu, I was like, oh my God, both of these candles, let me see. Because I can definitely tell the difference between the Sienna's Naturals. So good. Let me see. Oh, this is strong too. This really smells like walking in a field of snow. I mean, this is really, really good. I kind of wonder what happened with these candles. Do they have a website mentioned on this box? Let me see. Brand Hatchers. Made in China. There's nothing on here about a website. Best used 4/30/2025. Best. I'm glad I started using that. It's so interesting to me that, I mean, are these just kind of like AliExpress candles that they put this packaging on, and they must be. I know, it smells good. Anyway, so I started watching that 30 Days of Night last night. I got like maybe a half an hour, 40 minutes into it. Do you guys know about this? It's a horror movie, and it's on Max. I think that's why Nosferatu came up too. 30 Days. The camera stopped again. I thought this was going to be kind of a shorter vlog tonight because I've been going so long. Okay, here it is. 30 Days of Night. It's got Josh Hartnett in it. Melissa George. I don't think she's the greatest actress in the entire world. I don't, like, some of the acting is kind of cheesy in it. But other than that, I like it. Oh, it's 30 Days of Night. A couple Alaska people in here. Does Barrow really experience the 30 days of darkness in the winter? Technically, there is a 67-day period during the winter where the sun never quite makes it over the horizon, and an 85-day period in the summer where the sun never quite sets. However, it is nothing like what it was shown in the movie. So in the movie, it's very similar to the show The Head. Oh, this is interesting. They show... The movie reminds me of like a Stephen King movie, but kind of like a little bit higher quality than a made-for-TV movie, because it's showing Salem Lot right here. 28 weeks later. Have I watched that one? 28 days later, 28 weeks later. 28 days. I don't know which one, how many of those I've seen, but anyway. So let's look it up and I'll tell you what this film is about. Okay, 30 Days of Night is a 2007 American horror film based on the comic book miniseries of the same name. The film was directed by David Slade and stars Josh Hartnett and Melissa George. What was that movie that I saw him in originally? About where all the people in the high school change. My very first boyfriend after I got sober and we went and saw that movie. Do you remember? The teacher, the principal or somebody. What's the movie? Josh Hartnett. Let's look up his movies. I'll tell you what it is. Yeah, he's 46. July 21st. He's a Cancer too, just like me. Okay, what's the movie called? The Faculty. Oh no, the very first movie I saw of his was his very first movie, which was Halloween H2O, 20 years later. Oh my god, I love that movie so much. Do you remember his hair always stuck out and stuff like that? I thought it was so cool. Apparently he just left Hollywood. I was like reading about it last night. When I start watching these movies, I start just reading about these people. I don't know why, but anyway, okay. The story focuses on the Alaskan town beset by vampires as it enters into a 30-day long polar night. I think it's really good. I think it's really well done. The vampires are super scary in it. Okay, I want to look this 28 weeks later. How many of these are there in here? I love when it says people also ask, was 28 weeks later a flop? 28 weeks later was theatrically released in the United Kingdom on May 11th. The film received positive reviews from critics and grossed over $65 million worldwide. A sequel 28 years later is scheduled for release on June 20th, 2025. Oh, it is? What? I did not know that. What's the original movie called? Is that the original movie? 28 Weeks Later is a post-apocalyptic horror film. It serves as a standalone sequel to 28 Days Later. I feel like I did see it. I should watch this again. A sequel 28 years later is scheduled for release on June 20th, 2025. What? Here it is. They're showing it. It's got a poster and everything. Well, maybe I'll watch when the movie's about to come out. 28 Years Later is an upcoming post-apocalyptic film produced and directed by Danny Boyle and written by Alex Garland. You know what? Alex Garland actually... So one of my friends, her dad is from Scotland, and she used to... Why do I know Alex Garland, that author? I feel like I read... Yeah, he says he's an English author, screenwriter, and director. What's the book of his that I read that I loved? Did he write The Beach? Oh, it did. He wrote The Beach, on his novel The Beach. But I read another one of his books, too. So he wrote the book that they based the movie on The Beach. He's 54 years old. He's older than me. Garland's first novel, The Beach. The Tesseract. I read that one, too. So she's the one. She was in England, and she It came out in 1996, yeah. So that's my friend that I was like best friends with, like my last year in high school, first couple years of college. And she lives real close to me. Anyway, she was in England with her sister visiting family over there. And somebody in her family told her to read this book. So that would have been after I got sober. And then, I can remember my first boyfriend and I watched that movie. He loved Leonardo DiCaprio. Alex and I just watched that movie not too long ago. I think we were on vacation. It was on some, like, hotel room we were in. I can't remember what that was. But anyway, the soundtrack's great. Kate, who was the woman that was in it? Is Tilda Swinton in that movie? Was Tilda Swinton? She was in that, wasn't she? That movie was weird. Tilda Swinton, The Beach. Yep, here it is. Yep, she was in it. Why is Tilda Swinton somebody I don't know much about, but I really like her? Did you guys ever watch that movie? We Need to Talk About Kevin. That movie was so sad. Tilda Swinton is 64 years old. She looks fantastic. Catherine Matilda Swinton. Let's go look up her Wikipedia. I don't really know. Oh, she was in that movie, The Dead Don't Die. I forgot. That movie was that was a weird movie. Is she married? She was with John Byrne. Is he a musician? Scottish playwright, screenwriter, artist. He wrote the Slab Boys trilogy. Why do I feel like I know that name? Was there a John Byrne that was a musician? And now she's with Sandro Cobb, New Zealand visual artist based in Scotland. His work explores the intersection of classical painting and digital technology. Do you ever just like know people that you're just like, they are so smart? Like you wouldn't even know what to say to them? Like Tilda Swinton's like one of those people. I just don't feel like I would know what to say to her. You know what I mean? She's been kids. She's got 2 kids. One of her children's names is Honor Swinton Byrne. She's 27. She don't look anything like her mom. Oh, she's been in movies? Okay. Welcome to How I Spend My Evenings. What was she nominated for? She was nominated for all kinds of stuff. The BAFTAs, she was nominated for Most Promising Newcomer. What'd she win for? Newport Beach Film Festival, Brit to Watch, London Critics Circle Awards, Young British Irish Performer of the Year. Oh, for The Souvenir. You know, I never watched that movie and I wanted to watch it. Did anybody watch it? Was it good? Semi-autobiographical account of Joanna Hogg's experiences at film school. I never saw it. Did anybody see it? Was it any good? I don't even know anything about it. Anyway, so yeah, last night I started watching that. Oh, there's Billie Eilish. I've learned to lose. It has right here on the screen. I should show it to you. I've learned to lose. Oh, here she is. Hi, Billie. Okay, so anyway. Come on now, Billie. Pause. And then over here next to it, I have All Too Well, the 10-minute version from the vault. And then I have the Survive movie that Alex told me I should watch because it's about the ocean drying up or whatnot. Anyway, I don't think it's on my list. People keep on sending me shows. Did I tell you guys yesterday I started a new Instagram? I started a new Instagram, Peter Watches TV Instagram, that is just about TV series and all that kind of stuff. So let me see where we are at on it now. Oh, I'm almost at 800. I got 847 people following it. Okay, that's cool. I got 3 posts already. So I'm going to post like all the shows I'm watching over there and that kind of stuff if you guys want to watch it. I got 3 messages from people. Who is this telling me about? Paradise. It's so good. Can't wait for you to watch. Okay, I'll heart that one. I can't wait to watch Paradise too, but I'm waiting for it to be out. Oh, Stacy. Hey, Stacy. She said, oh, she want me to, oh, she was like, she said, hey, Peter, hey, it's Stacy from Book Club. I said, hey, Stacy. She emailed me too. Okay, and then, oh, this person, Danny. Hey, Danny. D-A-N-I. She just hearted my 30 days and nights. So I'm excited about my new thing over there, my new Instagram. It's gonna be all about TV shows. I think that's so fun. You all know I love TV shows and stuff like that. So anyway, and then tonight, I don't really know what I'm gonna do, honestly. I'm probably gonna take a shower here in a little bit. I don't know that I'll be able to nap, in all honesty, even with the alarm set and the cameras and all that kind of stuff. I don't know that I'm gonna be able to. I think the funniest part of my day was my neighbor and Alex like doing all that, but anyway, that was so sweet of them. I don't know that I'm gonna be able to take a nap, so I'll probably just stay up, do puzzles with Nikki. I'll probably read a lot tonight. There was something I wanted to share with you guys about. Got the Margaret Wrinkle books. Oh, my other 2 books came today too that I ordered, the essay books. Does anybody like essay books? If you like essay books, let me know in the comment section below. If you recommend some, like David Sedaris, I've read some of his stuff. It's interesting. I'm not a huge David Sedaris fan. I think you would think that I would be, right? Like, the one I read was, we had it for Peter's Book Club before Peter's Book Club became a true crime book club. And, the one that we read was the Christmas book. Here, I'm trying to get into the vlog so I can read some comments real quick before. If Cauliflower, if your comment is number 1, I'm going to lose my mind because that's going to be like the 4th time in a row. What's that David Sedaris book? All I remember is the one where he was working in Santa's elf shop at Macy's or something. David Sedaris Christmas. What's the book called? Christmas Elf Story. I just pulled up. That's so funny. Have I looked that up before? 'Tis the Season. Santaland Diaries. What's the book? Did David Sedaris really work as an elf? If you're in the mood for a classic holiday tale of comfort and joy, well, that is not what you're about to hear. Once upon a time, author and humorist David Sedaris worked as a department store elf. That's like the first story of... That's like... Okay, I got no notice or anything, or maybe it was because I wasn't looking at the camera. It didn't start flashing or anything. That must be the battery. You know what I just remembered? I think I left... I put the coat away in the closet, the one I was wearing the other day where I had the battery in the pocket. I think I put the coat back in the closet with the battery in the pocket. So I think I only have 3 batteries in there. Anyway, that battery that I just charged, now I don't remember which charger I put it in, and they're both charging, and they're both on red instead of green. Now I don't know which charger I put it in. But anyway, it doesn't, like, a couple of them give me like a 2-minute warning, like it flashes, and then I know it. So that one, though, is the one that's like, it starts flashing and then it's dead. But I wasn't looking at it. And all of a sudden, the camera just shut off. Okay, the David Sedaris Christmas. I don't even remember what I was saying about this, but anyway. Holidays on Ice. That's what it's called. Holidays on Ice. And then there's the Santaland Diaries. I'm not a huge David Sedaris fan. I am a huge Amy Sedaris fan from Strangers with Candy, but I'm not a huge David Sedaris fan. But anyway, do you? Okay, let's read. But if you have essays, I would love to read some essays. I think this summer... I'm going to read more of the Margaret Wrinkle, Jill McCorkle. I really want to read, I have like 2 Joan Didion books, The Year of Magical Thinking. I don't think I've ever read that. I think that was supposed to be the January book until we turned it into a true crime book club. And so we didn't read the Joan Didion book. But I read Slouching Towards Bethlehem and I really liked it. So I think I want to read The Year of Magical Thinking. And there's another one in the basement that I found. You know what, actually, I'm going to look it up and see what it was called. Joan Didion book, because if I saw it, I would know it. I just found it in the basement the other day when I was going through some books. I was like, going through the books that I like have kept to, was it Blue Nights? Oh no, it was Play It As It Lays. Maybe I have both of those, Blue Nights and Play It As It Lays. So anyway, I want to read some more Joan Didion. I really like her work. But yeah, other than that, I don't know other essayists. So if you guys have some suggestions, let me know. Okay, let's read some comments on the vlog. Shall we read some comments on the vlog? Oh my god, I thought for sure it was gonna be... Now I'm starting to think that Cauliflower knows when I sit down to vlog, and so she starts watching it then so she can leave a comment. Okay. Anak left blue hearts, hey! Okay, Felicia said, hey Felicia, she said, God, I missed your face. I've been on social media hiatus, so I haven't been up to date with anything this past year, but I'm back and dedicated. Oh, I love that for you. Well, welcome back. You know, I have to tell you, it's like, you know, after the accident, I just was not online at all, and as much as I missed making videos, I didn't like really like maybe... I mean, for like the first couple of weeks, month, I didn't really look online at all. After that, I don't even remember when I started looking and stuff like that. But I didn't even like really interact a whole lot. In fact, when I came back and I started making videos like on my drama channel, I didn't even really know what was going on because I hadn't kept up with it that much. It was really kind of nice, you know? I think I've kind of learned over time. Also, when PP passed away, when we were in Mexico, I just was not, I didn't film videos. I think I filmed one vlog and like one update video that week. And I just wasn't on social media a lot. And it was, in all honesty, this is why I wanted to do like stuff like the TV, the Instagram on the TV channel, because I have so much fun watching TV. I feel like there's so much negativity out there on social media, but social media can be a lot of fun too. So if I'm going to engage on social media, I want to do things. I mean, this is considered social media even, you know, but if I'm going to do social media, I want to do things that are going to make me happy. You know, X or Twitter or whatever, it don't make me happy anymore. That's not why I'm not active over there anymore. It hasn't for years. It just hasn't. I feel like in the last couple of years, every time I went over there, it was just like people arguing and fighting. I didn't enjoy it, you know? So I just kind of go to the places that make me happy, you know? I have this new, like, saying where, I said it in my drama video today, I don't go to places where I don't belong. And I don't belong places, and what I mean by that is, like, I'm welcome anywhere, obviously. You know, maybe not everywhere. But I don't go places where I'm not needed, you know? Like, and I don't just mean, like, what I mean by that statement is, I don't belong in negative spaces. So I'm not going to visit negative spaces to make me feed into the negativity. There's no reason for me to. There's no reason for you to, you know? I think after the accident, you know, I mean, I learned so profoundly the fragility of life. And, you know, one of our friends, their daughter has been in the hospital literally at this, I mean, it's been like 3 months at this point and just got moved into another place and all this kind of stuff and is doing much better, but they've been there like every single day. And, you know, you think about things like that and what people wouldn't do to just have like one more day with their child or a loved one or, you know, a parent or grandparent or a pet. And it's like, I feel like I've wasted so much time of my life. Like, there's Instagram that brings me a lot of joy, you know? I like to read people's reviews on Goodreads. I'm sure for you guys, there's YouTube videos you watch and TikToks. Like, Alex gets a lot, I mean, if I said to him, he goes, I get a lot of enjoyment off TikTok. When I would go over to, like, Twitter or whatever, you know, or even, like, on Facebook at times, like, it just is, like, it's not a fun place for me. And so, I don't belong in places that are going to bring me negativity in my life. When you realize how fragile life is, and when I was reading the Margaret Wrinkle book, and I've talked about this the last couple days, and she says in there that we live our lives as if we have unlimited time. It is such a truism, and I think I lived my life so much like that and taking it for granted, right? And I can't do that anymore. It's not that I don't want to, it's that I can't do that anymore. And so I very much, like, where I'm putting my energy, where I'm going is very much like, is it worth it? Am I going to look back at the end of my life, if I even have an opportunity to look back, and be like, I'm really glad that I gave that a lot of energy. You know, I said this in my drama video today, and it's the truth. I filmed so many videos, and in all honesty, the least amount of effort that I put into preparing a video or thinking about what I'm going to say is my drama videos. I think there's this misconception that, like, when I'm not filming a drama video, like, to the people that love the people that I talk about over there, that I am, like, consumed with thinking about these people. I literally stop, and you're never going to convince somebody otherwise of it, but I spend more time thinking about a candle pairing, unless I'm, like, watching a video and taking notes, and then that takes me as long as the video takes, and then I'm done, I'm ready for it. I spend more time figuring out things I'm going to review, watching TV shows for my TV channel, thinking about a candle pairing that I ever do. I usually just sit down on my drama channel and just, like, I've got a couple things and I just go with it and say what I got to say. And as soon as that video is done, I'm done for the day. I ain't thinking about them people. And they ain't thinking about me. And that's okay. That's fine. That video is just for me to express my opinion. It was interesting when I was watching that Micah Stauffer, you know, documentary last night. And there's, like, all these people, like, they show all these different, like, I mean, commentary channels I'd never even heard of before. 20 or 30 of them, and people are, like, screaming and yelling at the camera and stuff like that, and I'm like, I don't know, it's just like, and I understand, like, that situation is severe, like, you know, there's a right to be that upset about it, and I get it. I don't know, it's just like, I think for a very long time I've just kind of done what I do and then move on, you know, and I think, like, that's one of the things is saying that there are places I don't belong, and I don't belong places that do not bring me joy and happiness and negativity. If I have to go there, if I have to go to those things that and I'm not just talking when I say there are places I don't belong. I mean, I'm talking about mental states as well. I'm talking about social media. You know, Twitter doesn't make me happy. I don't go to Twitter, you know? If I'm on Facebook and people are fighting and whatever, I'm like, I don't need to be there. I don't belong. I belong places that make me happy on the limited amount of time that I have on this earth left. You you know, one of the things, like when people reach out to me in direct messages or get cameos or whatever, they'll always say, you brought me so much joy through the years, like in ways that you didn't even know. I mean, I just got a direct message from somebody that said this to me on Instagram literally right before I started the vlog. Every day, there's not a day that goes by where I don't get a couple messages where people will reach out to me and say, you have brought me so much joy through the years. I've had so much going on in my life, and you allowed me to just like not think about it for a while, whether I'm watching a review video or a drama video. I don't even know half the time the people that you're talking about and whatever. And that makes me so happy that, you know, for a brief moment in time that I can make somebody think about something else or relax or calm down or whatever, you know. In a way, it's what the Margaret Wrinkle book's done for me, or watching reality television or whatever. Like that, I really appreciate it, you know. It means so much to me. I think I've been so conscious in 2025 of thinking about, where does my energy go? I mean, my energy can be zapped, I don't know about you, but like that quickly if I engage with negativity. I'm not willing to do it anymore. I'm just not. I'm not. So there are places I don't belong. And those places are places that bring me a lot of negativity and make me feel icky, and I don't like that, you know. And even if I like last night when I started, like, this is a good example. When I started that update on the family, at first I was like, I don't love the whole idea of family vloggers. And so when I started watching it last night, I just was like, I don't know that I can watch a 3-part episode, a series about if this is gonna, I mean, it was all about it, but it was more interesting than that. It got in deeper about that. And if it hadn't, I don't know that I would have finished the documentary, in all honesty, because it just didn't give me good feelings. I just didn't enjoy I mean, and when I say that, people will be like, well, you watch a lot of horrific true crime. That's interesting to me, right? That's just sad to me. That case is just, I mean, it all is sad to me. But there's an intrigue and a mystery to some of it, right? To a lot of true crime. With that, it's just a sad situation. And, I mean, I learned a lot about adoption and adoptees and things like that, and their stories and their journeys and whatever. I learned a lot about it. If it hadn't got into more of that, I think I would have, like, bowed out. Because I don't put my time and energy in things I'm not that interested in, you know, anymore. Or things that don't bring me happiness, and neither should you. Let me clean these glasses off really quickly. I mean, really, in all honesty, when I read that line in the Margaret Wrinkle book, I was already there anyway, when she said, we live our lives as if we have unlimited time. I mean, most of us do. If you think about your day, you go through your day, lay your head on your pillow, just expecting that you're going to get up the next day. You don't think at all that this could be your very last day on earth. If this is your very last day on earth, where are you putting your energy? It's a very valid question to ask ourselves. You know? And what we're doing with that time and energy and stuff like that. So, Felicia, thank you for coming back. I appreciate it. It means a lot to me. And I hope that your social media hiatus, like, did you some good. Because I don't engage in the social media as much as I used to, unless it's stuff that makes me really happy, like the rest. I think I had to turn it for me, the social media. That's how I got started talking about this. Like, I had to start, like, I unfollowed a lot of, like, I don't follow really any influencers at all anymore, stuff like that, because it didn't make me happy. I wasn't enjoying it. I mean, I can tell you, I know commentary channels that literally, they, like, are screenshotting. They send it to me all day long. They're screenshotting shit. They're ate up with it, you know? And I don't care that deeply about it. It's not the stuff that brings me happiness. Do I like to talk about it and have an opinion about it? Sure as shit. That's why I have a drama channel. But do I like to live in it? No. I like to live in thinking about rescue animals and, you know, little animals and live in trees and talk about TV shows. That's the stuff that brings me happiness, you know? So for me, it was unfollowing the accounts that didn't bring me happiness, following accounts that do make me happy, and, you know, then just starting this, like, Instagram that makes me happy. The TV show thing makes me happy. Elsa said, did you watch American Nightmare? So American Nightmare is the Gabby Petito story, right? But I feel like there's several of them. There's, like, I don't think it was just Gabby. I watched American Nightmare. Oh, that's the couple that was accused. Oh, no. Was Gabby Petito called American Murder? American Nightmare was about the couple that was accused of staging. Yes, that was fantastic. I don't know if I did a video about that or not. Was it called American Murder about Gabby Petito? Yeah, it was called American Murder. So the other one was called American Nightmare. American Nightmare was fantastic, Elsa. It was so good. Loved that. That was a bizarre story. Very sad story as well. You read through some of these. Cardinal said, I love hearing about the book you've been reading, Peter. Although I've chosen not to have children, the birds have become my children over the last year. Were you the one that sent me the picture? Somebody sent me videos last night. Oh my God, the videos I got last night. People roller skating in garages with their dogs. That was cute. The dogs they were babysitting. Then somebody sent me all these videos last night of birds. And there was cardinals on their back patio. It was beautiful. Seeing how Mother Nature behaves out in the wild is exciting. We tend not to notice nature. But when we become in tune with it, it becomes the highlight of our day. I hope you will have a similar experience if you start feeding the squirrels and birds. I hope so too. I appreciate that. Alyssa said, okay, you convinced me to get The Comfort of Crows finally. Just bought it on audiobook. I hope you enjoy it. It's not for everybody. Shanda said, love you, Peter. Love you, Shanda. Marky said, I literally have a keepsake shadow box of my dog's fur, cremation tag, paw print, and nose print. Don't ever feel bad for having something. I appreciate it. We've got all that stuff up there with the dog's pictures and stuff like that. I was actually talking to Boo Radley's picture the other night. I was like, hey, Boo, what do you think about Dad getting another dog? He was like, Dad, we're happy up here. This is what I heard him say. I'm probably wrong. I don't know. But I was like, I heard him say, Dad, we're happy up here. You be happy, Dad. I think that's because that's what I would want Boo to say, I'm not so stupid that I don't get that. There's a lot of Ashleys. Elle says Ashlyn. Ashlyn said, ooh, love that ceramic metallic mug. Did you change your name? Your picture looks so familiar to me. Thank you so much. I love that mug too. I ended up using it all that night. Coffee said Broadchurch. I know, I need to start it. Somebody told me they started it and they only got through one season and it was really, who was I talking to that said, maybe it was Mare that messaged me about it and said it was really kind of sad and hard to get into. Maeve, hey Maeve. Somebody said on the vlog, I loved this, because this is like, I know Maeve ain't read the book, probably, okay, but Maeve keeps up with it. Somebody said, what's the book Peter's talking about? And Maeve put Comfort of Crows. Thank you, Maeve, thank you. She's my unofficial administrative assistant. Now let's see what Maeve said. She said, I finally bought... Maeve, she said, I finally bought The Comfort of Crows on Kindle, so I will be reading it soon, hopefully having it as a profound impact for me as it has on you. All these people are going to buy this book and be like, I hate this book. This book is so bad. You got to get past the first couple chapters, I'll tell you. It's very nature-oriented. That's kind of why I had a slow start to it. Okay, I'm just kind of skimming through these. Oh, somebody said, oh, Peter, Boo loved you so much. She would want you to be happy. I appreciate that. Kat said, I love the front porch vlogs. I love when the neighbors stop by and when you make observations about the plants and animals around you. I love the sound of wind and rain and the weather reports. I still miss the car vlogs, so the sitting outside on the front porch feels the closest thing to that. I also love the out and about vlogs where you take us along on errands or walks. Have a great weekend, everybody. I'm going to try to do more of that. I actually am thinking this summer, like on my Peter Does Stuff channel, I'm going to be doing, and yes, the weight loss journeys are returning over there, but I'm going to be doing more of like some like day in the life videos, just like showing what I'm doing for the day, like getting up, doing my skincare routine. Like that won't, it'll just be like an entire video will be like a day in my life. Keep the vlogs over here of me just like talking about stuff, but doing some like, not daily vlogs, but at least once a week, just kind of filming and putting together footage of what my day looked like, making the bed, stupid stuff like that. I think that'd be fun. All right, well, listen, you guys, I'm going to get off here because it is getting late. It is 8:37, so I'm going to get off here and start relaxing for the night. What just happened to my mouse? Oh, there it goes. Now it's working. What happened? Okay. Yes, I'm still the one and only person in the United States, in the world probably, that uses a mouse. Anyway, I hope that you guys are having a magically amazing, is it Saturday? Magically amazing Saturday. These candles, both of these candles, well, first of all, we already knew this one did. But this candle as well, I can tell they're unique, different scents, but they work so well together. Oh my God, I love the pairing of a candle, don't you? It makes me so happy. These candles are both so good. You know what? This candle is almost stronger than this candle. I love a strong candle. Okay, list for me in the comment section below your favorite strong scented candles. And what emoji should we pick? If you made it this far in the video, what should I say in honor of this video? If you made it this far in the video, put either something that's the color orange or put the word orange, because aren't you glad I vlogged today? Anyway, I hope that you guys are having a magically amazing Saturday. If nobody else has told you today, I love you guys, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye. Love you, Orange. Happy birthday, Orange. Happy birthday, Lena. Bye.